sa libro mo, itong Out of Status. Why is it called Out of Status? And what made you decide to write a memoir?
Because of that day, the day that na-deport yung mga brothers ko at saka my parents. It's called Out of Status because you're out of status if after your visa expired, so you're out of status in America because you're not a legal resident anymore of America. So I wrote a book because that wasn't supposed to be the title. There were two other titles.
Like what?
Crying my eyes out. Tapos yung pangalawa, WTF. But of course, we can't use that title.
Out of Status
is better. I wrote the book because I want to have a human face a broken and challenging U.S. immigration system. Kasi if we're able to be in America for 20 years and being sent home, even applying to be legal, tapos pinauwi rin, something really is broken, so it needs to be fixed. To celebrate my family. Because after all the hardships we went through, I was blessed na parents ko, they taught us to have strong faith in God, to never give up, and to continue following our dreams.
Dun sa libro mo, anong mga reaksyon ang natanggap mo tungkol sa iyong pagkakasulat dyan ng kwento nyo?
Una, akala ko mahihiya yung mga kamag-anak ko sa akin kasi ilalabas ko na parang tourist lang kami, tapos nag-TNT, tapos nag-deport yung mga kapatid ko sa parents ko. Pero surprisingly, they were all sympathetic. And sa kanila, one kid wrote to me, na-inspired siya dun sa libro, she wants to be like me. So parang I was like a source of inspiration. Tapos yung mga friends ko who are not Filipino, they don't know what it's like to be an immigrant, like what we had to go through. So kind of raised awareness that we're all the same. We all have the same.
Illegal alien?
Mahirap talaga.
Ano yung mga hirap? Ano yung mga takot?
Kasi palagi kang you're always looking over your shoulder. Pag makita kang white van, di mo alam kung ikaw yung pipick upin.
Ano yung white van?
Kasi pag pumunta ka sa Amerika, sabi nila, white daw yung van ng immigration official na nag-deport ng mga illegal aliens.
Dun sa mga TNT na nakakapanood sa atin ngayon, anong maipapayo mo para tumibay yung kanilang loob na paglabanan kung ano man yung sa tingin nila tama?
Kasi nagdasal ako palagi. So, I guess, just pray a lot and go to your consulate. Tignan mo kung anong mga services na available para sa'yo. Tapos, tignan mo rin yung mga mahusay na abogado, kung sino yung mahusay. Tanong mo sa kanila dun sa consul, then makatutulungan kanila. Because kahit TNT ka, you still have a right. I mean, they can't abuse you like sa trabaho or or kunyari may asawa ka na abusive or something. You still have a right to defend yourself.
More or less, may 500,000 Filipinos na TNT sa Estados Unidos. Sa dinami-dami na Pinoy na nagtatago doon, bakit yung pamilya nyo yung napagdiskitahan ng INS?
Siguro kasi nag-apply ma-change the status from TNT to green card holders. So nag-hire ng abogado, tapos nag-petition, mag-change ng status. Tapos na-deny naman kasi first of all, yung abogado namin corrupt pala, na-disbar in the middle. So may record na parang we were out the radar ngayon, alam na nila na nandun kami. Tapos nung na-deny, so we were given deportation notice.
Papayuhan mo din ba yung ating mga kababayan na sundan yung yapak mo? Turista ka muna, may tourist visa ka, tapos nag-working visa, and then ganito?
Hindi ko sila advise na maging pumunta sa America as tourist. Kasi mahirap na, especially ngayon, mahirap na pag nandun ka sa Amerika, tapos magtatago ka, hindi advisable.
Ano dapat ang gawin?
Kung makakita ka ng organisasyon na mag-sponsor sa'yo, yun ang puntahan mo. Tapos sila mag-sponsor sa'yo, papuntahin ka sa Amerika with a working visa. So magtrabaho ka. And then before mag-expire yung visa mo, tignan mo kung pwede mong i-extend or you can convert it to a green card.
20 years down the line, sabi mo may ginagawa kang isa na namang libro. What is it called again?
Slices of Heaven.
Slices of Heaven. 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, how do you foresee yourself? Will you be retiring in the Philippines or will you be staying in America?
I know some of my family members, pag they're ready to retire, they want to retire here kasi nga mas warm kasi dito, parang feeling nila dito talaga yung bahay nila. This is really their place. Saka mas madali kasi doon, kahit 70 years old na ako in 20 years, kailangan pa rin ako magluto, maglaba, gano'n. No, I see myself staying in America where my husband and my kids will be. Tapos visit dito palagi.
Dun sa mga na-deport din and who are undergoing the same anguish that you experienced 7 years ago, what can you advise them?
Pray a lot, don't give up, and sana if you have a support system dito sa Pilipinas when you're being deported, try to make a living here sa Pilipinas because I think you can do it. My brothers did it. Magsimikap ka lang ng husto at saka wag mong sisisihin yung sarili mo na hindi mo kaya. You should never say na hindi mo kaya. Sabi mo talaga, yes, I can. I can make a difference. I can pick up the pieces and I can be successful here kahit na-deport ako.
Greener pasture. Yan ang nais puntahan at inaasahang dakna ng ating mga kababayan kung kaya't sila'y naeengganyo sa paglipad patungong Estados Unidos. Ang iba ay nakararating sa nais nilang paroonan ngunit may hindi pinapalad at ang kanilang mapait na kwento na lamang ang ating napapakinggan. Sa mga narinig na nating karanasan ng tagumpay at kapighatiang may kinalaman sa buhay sa bayan ni Uncle Sam, alin ba sa atin ang dapat na mamayani? Ang takot na mahuli? O ang pagsikapang makapasok sa teritoryo ng Land of Milk and Honey? Bigyang pansin, suriin, at kumilos ng naaayon sa mga responsibilidad natin sapagkat ang kwento ng isa, malayo man sa iba, ay tiyak na karugtong pa rin ng pinagtagpi-tagping mga kabanata ng bawat istorya ng buhay natin. Maraming salamat po. Ako si Veronica Alihar at ito ang Istorya